How does a kid working as a part-time dishwasher escape that job to somehow become a professional defender? How does that kid get rejected from top clubs, being deemed too slow, only to become the world's most expensive defender just 8 years later? From the shadows of rejection to the spotlight of world football, he became a symbol of resilience and excellence. This is how Virgil van Dijk became the most feared defender. Let's dive in. And hey, if you love football stories like this, like and subscribe. Virgil van Dijk was born on July 8, 1991 in Breda, Netherlands, to a Dutch father and a Surinamese mother, where he grew up in a modest household. Unlike many footballers, Virgil wasn't thrown into the sport from a young age, and while he did enjoy playing, he wasn't considered a special talent. As a child, his idols were Ronaldinho and Ronaldo, but his path to football stardom wasn't clear. By the age of 16, Virgil was working part-time washing dishes in a local restaurant to help make ends meet. Standing at just 5 feet 7 inches, he was far from the imposing physical presence we know today. In fact, nobody saw him becoming a professional footballer at all. His football journey began at his local team, Willem II, but his progress was slow, and at age 17, the coaches didn't consider him good enough for the first team. They thought he was too slow, not strong enough, and lacked the aggression needed for a top defender. During this challenging period, Van Dijk experienced a major growth spurt, shooting up to 6 feet 4 inches almost overnight, which completely transformed his game. Despite this physical change, Willem II still didn't believe in his potential and, in a decision they would come to regret, let him go for free. In 2011, at age 19, Van Dijk finally got his big break when he made his professional debut for Groningen's first team in a 4-2 victory, coming on as a substitute. But this was just the beginning of his challenges. Shortly after his breakthrough, Virgil suffered a serious abdominal infection that nearly ended his career and even threatened his life. He was rushed to the hospital, where he underwent emergency surgery, losing almost 20 pounds in the process and leaving him severely weakened. Doctors told him he might never play football again, a devastating blow for someone who had just gotten his first taste of professional football. But Van Dijk showed that fighting spirit that would define his career, telling his mother from his hospital bed, "When I come out of this, I'm going to turn my entire life around." And that's exactly what he did. After a grueling recovery process, he returned to training with renewed determination. Despite his health scare, Van Dijk worked his way back into the Groningen team for the 2011-2012 season, making 23 appearances and even scoring his first professional goal. His performances started attracting attention from bigger clubs, particularly his ability to read the game and his surprising technical skill for such a tall defender. By the end of the 2012-2013 season, Van Dijk had established himself as one of the brightest defensive talents in the Dutch league, and it was Celtic who won the race for his signature, signing him for just £2.6 million in June 2013. This move to Scotland would prove to be the launching pad for Van Dijk's career, even though many bigger clubs were still overlooking him. At Celtic, Van Dijk's game went to another level. He adapted quickly to Scottish football, demonstrating his defensive prowess while also contributing offensively, with goals from set pieces and even some spectacular free kicks. In his first season, he helped Celtic win both the Scottish Premiership and the Scottish Cup, and was named in the PFA Scotland Team of the Year. In September 2015, Southampton took the plunge and signed Van Dijk for £13 million, giving him his first taste of Premier League football. It didn't take him long for him to prove his worth, quickly establishing himself as one of the best defenders in England's top flight, with his combination of physical presence, reading of the game, and exceptional passing ability. His performances were so impressive that by the end of his first season, he was named Southampton's Player of the Year and made captain of the team for the 2016-2017 season. The big clubs that had previously overlooked him were now taking notice, and rumors of a big money move began to circulate. Liverpool made their interest known in the summer of 2017, but Southampton reported them for an illegal approach, forcing the Reds to publicly apologize and withdraw their interest. This setback didn't deter Van Dijk, who remained professional despite being made to train alone after submitting a transfer request. Liverpool's patience finally paid off in December 2017 when they agreed to a record-breaking £75 million fee for Van Dijk, making him the most expensive defender in football history. It was a fee that raised eyebrows across the football world, with many questioning whether any defender could be worth such an enormous sum. Van Dijk didn't wait long to start proving his worth, scoring the winning goal on his Liverpool debut in an FA Cup Merseyside derby against Everton. But it was his overall impact on Liverpool's defense that truly justified the fee. Before his arrival, Liverpool had been leaking goals despite their attacking prowess. With Van Dijk marshalling the defense, they transformed into one of Europe's most solid teams. His first full season at the club, 2018-2019, was nothing short of remarkable. Liverpool conceded just 22 goals in 38 Premier League games, finishing with 97 points, a total that would have won the title in almost any other season, but was just 1 point behind Manchester City's 98. Even more impressively, Van Dijk went the entire Premier League season without being dribbled past once, an almost unbelievable statistic for a defender. In Europe, Van Dijk was the cornerstone of Liverpool's run to a second consecutive Champions League final. Unlike the previous year's defeat to Real Madrid, this time Liverpool triumphed, beating Tottenham 2-0 in Madrid to claim their sixth European Cup. Van Dijk was named Man of the Match in the final, capping a season in which he was also named PFA Players Player of the Year and the Premier League Player of the Season. His honors continued as he finished second in the 2019 Ballon d'Or, just 7 points behind Lionel Messi, the closest a defender had come to winning the award since Fabio Cannavaro in 2006. By now, Van Dijk was widely regarded as the best defender in world football, a remarkable achievement for someone who had been working as a dishwasher just a decade earlier. The 2019-2020 season saw Van Dijk help Liverpool in their 30-year wait for a league title, as they dominated the Premier League to finish 18 points clear at the top. But just as he seemed to be at the peak of his powers, disaster struck at the start of the 2020-2021 season when a collision with Everton goalkeeper Jordan Pickford resulted in a torn ACL. The devastating injury ruled him out for the rest of the season, and many wondered if the then 29-year-old would ever return to his best. Liverpool's title defense crumbled in his absence, highlighting just how crucial he had become to their success. Van Dijk also missed the delayed Euro 2020 tournament, a huge blow for both him and the Netherlands. But once again, Van Dijk's mental strength came to the fore. He approached his rehabilitation with the same dedication that had characterized his rise to the top, working tirelessly to not just recover, but come back stronger. After 285 days out, he made his return to competitive football at the start of the 2021-2022 season. While many players struggle to recapture their best form after such a serious injury, Van Dijk quickly reestablished himself as Liverpool's defensive leader. He helped them win both domestic cups that season and reach another Champions League final, with his form improving with each passing game. The 2022-2023 season was a difficult one for Liverpool as a whole, but Van Dijk remained a model of consistency at the back. And in the 2023-2024 campaign, his final one under Jurgen Klopp's management, he has captained Liverpool with distinction, helping them challenge for the Premier League title once again. Beyond club football, Van Dijk has also established himself as a leader for his country. After the Netherlands failed to qualify for both Euro 2016 and the 2018 World Cup, Van Dijk was named permanent captain of the national team in 2018 and led them to the UEFA Nations League final in 2019. He then captained his country at Euro 2020 and the 2022 World Cup, where they reached the quarterfinals. From washing dishes in Breda to becoming the world's most expensive defender, Van Dijk's journey is one of persistence in the face of rejection, resilience in overcoming serious health issues and injuries, and a relentless drive to improve. His rise to the top wasn't meteoric. It was methodical, built on hard work and an unwavering belief in his own abilities, even when others doubted him. Today, Van Dijk stands as one of football's most complete defenders, combining physical dominance with technical excellence and tactical intelligence. He's transformed Liverpool's defense and redefined what it means to be a modern center back. What makes Van Dijk's story so remarkable is not just the heights that he has reached, but the depths from which he started. From being rejected by Willem II to working as a dishwasher, from nearly losing his career to a life-threatening infection to becoming the world's most expensive defender, his journey embodies the power of perseverance and self-belief. As he continues to marshal defenses with his trademark calm and authority, one thing is certain: Virgil van Dijk will go down in history as one of football's greatest defenders, and his story will inspire generations of players who face rejection and setbacks on their own journeys. Now, the story of Van Dijk was incredible, so if you enjoyed it, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story like this.